Ready, Freddy. Don't Sir on My Lunch. By Abby Klein. Illustrated by John McKinley. Chapter 1. The Jersey. Hey, where'd you get that jersey? Max asked Jessie as we were walking to the cafeteria for lunch. Is it your brother's? SHHHH, Max, there is no talking in the hall, said our teacher, Mrs. Whooshy. Please zip your lips. You can chit-chat when you are having lunch. Max gave Mrs. Whooshy a quick salute and then silently moved his thumb and pointer finger across his lips as if he were zipping them up. When we arrived at the cafeteria, I sat down next to Jessie and my best friend, Robbie. I began unpacking my lunch, a peanut butter and banana sandwich, a bag of cheese puffs, and a squeezable yogurt. I was just about to bite into my sandwich when Max elbowed me so hard I almost fell off the bench and my sandwich dropped on the floor. Move over, wimp, he said, squeezing in between me and Jessie. You are sitting in my spot. When I bent down to get my sandwich, I bumped my head on the table on my way back up. Ouch! I complained, rubbing the top of my head. Oh, does the little baby need his mommy? Said Max. Are you okay, Freddy? Jessie asked. Yeah, I'm okay. It just stings a little, I said, scooting over toward Robbie. Jessie turned to Max. You know, Freddy was sitting there. Not anymore, he isn't. I am. Now where did you get that jersey? I want one. It is really cool, Jessie, I said. Max whipped his head around and snapped. Was I talking to you, Pipsqueak? I shook my head. Boy, what a poop, Robbie whispered in my ear. What did you say? Max snarled. Oh, nothing, Robbie answered, as he turned to me and smiled. Well, I don't think you'll ever have one of these jerseys, Jessie said. You can't buy it in the store. It's my team jersey. Your what? Max asked, confused. My team jersey. My team is called the Hammerheads. No, really, where'd you get it? Max asked, snickering. I told you, Jessie said, getting a little annoyed. I play for the Hammerheads, and this is our team jersey. Wow. That's great. I said. I didn't know you played ice hockey. I didn't either, said the class priss, Chloe, wrinkling up her nose. That's not very ladylike of you. Girls don't play hockey, said Max. Says who? Jessie demanded, glaring at Max. She was starting to get really irritated, and I thought any minute she might haul off and punch Max right in the nose. She was probably the only one in the whole class brave enough to take on Max Sellers, the biggest bully in all of first grade. I've never met a girl who plays hockey. Well, now you have, Jessie said, smiling. What happens if the puck hits you in the face? Chloe asked with a sick look. You could be scarred for life. All the good hockey players have scars. That's terrible, said Chloe. I would never want to do anything that might scar my beautiful face. That's why I do ballet. How did you get on the team? I asked. I was taking skating lessons down at the rink, and one of the coaches suggested I try out for the team. It looked like fun, so I tried out, and I made it. You must be really good. Nah, Jessie said, blushing. Hey, why don't you try out, Freddy? You like to ice skate, and our team still needs one more player for this season. Maybe I'll try out, Max piped up. Skating as fast as you can and smashing people into the boards. Sounds like a lot of fun to me. But there's only one spot left, Max, Jessie said, and I think Freddy is going to take it. He can beat you any day. That little baby? Max said, pointing to me and laughing. I'm way better than he is. He'll never beat me. We'll see about that, Jessie said, winking at me. Tryouts are this coming Saturday. And then we'll really see who the best player is. Right, Freddy? Right, I said, smiling weakly. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind? Robbie whispered in my ear. You don't know how to play hockey. I know, I whispered back. What do I do now? I'm in big trouble. Chapter 2. Convincing Mom. I definitely had my work cut out for me. First, I was going to have to convince my mom to let me play. And that was not going to be easy. She doesn't like sports too much. She thinks hockey and football are very dangerous. Her idea of a good sport is chess. My dad, on the other hand, is really into sports. He is always trying to get me to join a team. If I could get him excited about hockey, then maybe he could convince my mom to let me play. Guess what I heard at school today? I said at dinner. That you're going to flunk first grade, my big sister Susie said. Oh, that's so funny I forgot to laugh, I said, glaring at her. No, I heard that the Pee Wee Hockey League is going to have tryouts on Saturday. Oh, really? My dad said, looking up from his plate. Good. I had his attention. Yeah, and the Hammerheads need one more player. Don't worry, my mom said. They'll find somebody good. Boy, she wasn't going to make this easy. No. I thought, you know how Dad's always telling me to join a team. I thought, maybe I would try out. Hockey? My mom screamed, almost choking on her broccoli. Are you crazy? There is no way any child of mine is going to play that sport. Great. This wasn't going exactly as I had planned. You. Oh, that's hilarious, Susie said, laughing. You're such a wimp. The team isn't called the Hammerheads for nothing. You know you can really get nailed out there on the ice. Shut up, brat. I yelled back. Dad, can you help me out here? First of all, honey, my dad said to my mom, please calm down. We can't discuss this if you're hysterical. Discuss this, my mom shouted. There is nothing to discuss. Oh, come on now, Debbie, my dad continued. Freddy might actually have a good idea here. That's it, Dad. Keep going. A good idea. Now you've gone crazy. Freddy is way too little to play such a rough sport. He'll break his cute little nose. This isn't the NHL, honey. It's Pee Wee hockey. How rough can it be? I know for a fact that there's no checking at this age. What are you talking about? No checking means they're not allowed to hit each other. Great, so another kid won't break his nose, but a flying puck might, my mom said. That might be an improvement on his face, Susie said, chuckling. I glared at her. My dad ignored her. The kids have to wear a full face mask. They are totally protected. Wow. This was great. I didn't have to say a word. My dad was doing just fine all on his own. I still don't think it's a good idea. I do, my dad said. It's good exercise, and it will help strengthen his hand-eye coordination in preparation for those piano lessons you want him to take. You go, Dad. Now he was really on a roll. That piano lesson comment was pure genius, I tell you. I think it would be good for Freddy to be on a team and learn a little something about sportsmanship. Yeah, considering he's such a bad loser, Susie said. I am not. I shouted back. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Oh, yes, you are. Enough, you too, my dad barked. Then he turned to my mom. So, come on, Deb. What do you think? Well, my mom started. She was almost there. I could feel it. Just bring it on home, Dad. Excuse me. Are you kidding me? Susie interrupted again. You're really going to let that little weakling play hockey? The equipment weighs more than he does. Oh no! Oh no! My dumb sister was about to spoil everything. Susie, stay out of this, my dad said, pointing his finger at her. This is none of your business. He turned back to my mom. Debbie, I think we should at least let him try out. If he makes the team, then you can make your final decision. I just don't know, Daniel, she said, shaking her head. Please, Mom, I begged. Pretty please with a cherry on top. Oh, all right. You can try out. But I'm not making any promises. I ran over to her and threw my arms around her neck. You're the best mom in the whole world. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Chapter 3. Kissing. Later that night, I was watching my favorite cartoon, Commander Upchuck, when the phone rang. Freddy, my mom called from the kitchen. It's for you. Who is it? I yelled back. I don't know. It's a girl. I felt my cheeks get hot. My stomach did a flip. Did she have to yell that so that everyone, including my busybody sister, could hear? Freddy's got a girlfriend. Freddy's got a girlfriend. Susie sang out, gleefully. I do not. I snapped back. Freddy, my mom called again. Pick up the phone. Okay, Mom, I got it. Hello? Hi, Freddy, said the voice on the other end. It was Jessie. Could you hang on a minute? I could tell my mom hadn't hung up yet. I yelled to her, Okay, Mom, I've got it. You can hang up now. I heard the phone click. Then I carried the phone into the other room to get away from my nosy sister. Hey, Jessie, I said. Jessie, my sister cooed. I didn't realize that she had followed me into the other room. Go away! I yelled. Susie, my dad called. Come back in here and leave him alone, or you're going to be in big trouble. She marched out in a huff, and I stuck my tongue out after her. Hey, Jessie, I said again. What's up? Hey, Freddy, she said. Do you want to come over after school tomorrow and practice some hockey? Where? Right next to my apartment there's an empty parking lot. It's a great place to skate. I know it's not ice, but we can practice on our rollerblades anyway. Sure. Let me just ask my mom. I walked into the kitchen. Mom, can I go to Jessie's after school tomorrow? We have to work on a special project. I don't see why not. Jessie is a great person to do a project with. She's such a good student. You can ride the bus home with her, and then I'll pick you up when you're done working. Thanks, Mom. I carried the phone into the other room again. Jessie, my mom says I can go. Great. Don't forget your skates. I won't. See you tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow. I hung up the phone and turned to go back to the TV room. My sister had snuck into the living room and was staring at me. "Aw," I said. "You scared the bejeebies out of me. What does someone have to do to get a little privacy around here?" Just then my sister started singing really loudly, Freddy and Jessie, Sitting in a Tree. Kissing. I could feel my face getting really hot. I'm sure my cheeks were turning as red as a tomato. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes a baby in a baby carriage, Susie continued, dancing around me. I raised my fist and lunged toward her. "Why, you little..." "I'm going to..." Just as I was about to punch her right in the nose, my dad came in and grabbed me. "All right, Freddy, calm down. What's going on in here?" "Let me at her. Let me at her," I said, punching the air and trying to break free of my dad's grip. "Did you know that Freddy has a girlfriend?" Susie asked, smirking. "I do not," I screamed. "I'm just going over to Jessie's to work on a special project." "Oh, a special project," said Susie. "Okay, if that's what you want to call it." "Susie," my dad demanded, "go to your room right now." "But, Dad," she protested. "No arguing with the referee. You have a 10-minute misconduct penalty, young lady. Now, go." She started to go and then turned back. "Toodles, lover boy," she said, blowing a kiss in my direction. I lunged toward the door, but my dad held me tight. "Ignore her," my dad said. "She's just trying to make you crazy. And she seems to be doing a pretty good job." I started to laugh. "Dad, I liked that little referee thing you did. Can we send her to the penalty box more often?" "Hey, I have an idea, Freddy. Let's you and I go to a hockey game sometime." "That sounds great, Dad. I can't wait. When can we go?" "I'll talk to your mom." "All right, champ. Now, go get ready for bed. I'll be up in a minute. And no more face-offs with your sister." "Thanks, Dad. You're the best." Chapter 4. 10-minute misconduct. The next day in the cafeteria, Max elbowed his way in between me and Jessie again, and this time I couldn't get my lunch out of the way fast enough. "Hey, watch it," I said. "Your big, fat butt is squishing my bologna sandwich." "No, you watch it, shrimp," he snapped. Then he bounced up and down on my lunch a few more times before handing it back to me. "I think this belongs to you."